what's up, guys? After witnessing what I did yesterday watching that Mets game, I had to make a video because the relief pitching has been so atrocious. The Mets have been giving up too many runs at the end of games. They'll get so many runs in the whole game, but then at the end, you might
remember to subscribe. I appreciate it.
Close out the game. This team, come on. Now, yesterday, when the Mets brought in this relief pitcher named Jay, he gave up like, it was like 3 runs in the damn bottom of the 10th inning after the Mets scored. The Mets had scored like 6 runs. And it was a 2-run game to end the game, and that's how the Mets won. They won 9-7. Like, Mets, get your act together right now. You got to sign a relief pitcher or trade. I mean, you got to do something. Now Drew Smith is ending in career-ending surgery. I'm not sure. It was Tommy John surgery, and he was actually one of the few relief pitchers that was actually playing well for this New York Mets team. So losing him is actually a big step down, especially considering Edwin Diaz is still suspended. But even with Diaz suspended, this bullpen still needs to act right. You got to get that pitching coach in there, and whether fire him or you got to get a new coach, new pitching coach, because this team ain't cutting it for specifically the relief pitching. That's my main concern for this Mets team. The relief pitching is so freaking bad. Like, this bullpen has got to practice, get your pitching mechanics right, and do all what needs to be done. Because you come into the game giving up too many hits, giving up too many runs. Well, what's gonna happen? You're gonna like, say if the Mets only scored 4 runs in that top of the 10th inning, which could have happened because Jose Iglesias hit a 2-run homer, and I did not expect that at all. And it was against the Washington Nationals. Nonetheless, they're not a great team. They're good, and they got a lot of potential. But this season, I mean, they're not all that great. The Mets should have been a slobber fest, especially after the top of the 10th inning. But this Mets team, man, the bats are fine. All the position players are doing their part, hitting home runs, getting in runs. It's just that relief pitching, man. It's so bad. Jake Diekman and Reed Garrett, I mean, they're okay. I'm not a big fan of Diekman. I think he could play better, but Reed Garrett, Mets gotta make some trades for a better bullpen, because the bullpen is so bad. And if you want to have a good baseball team, especially considering this season, you got to have a good bullpen. The starters, they don't even go as long as they used to go as back in the day. They only may go like 6-7 innings. And what you need is those 3 innings, which is a big deal, because that's crossing the whole order again. The whole batting order is going to get a shape in that line for those next couple innings. You got to get your bullpen prepared, and they better just get some strikes. They better play smart too. I don't mind giving up a couple walks. It's just we're giving up too many runs at the end of the games, and that's a problem. I can't deal with that. I even get I don't even think Miguel Castro is a bad relief pitcher. So if the Mets would want to go get him back, I mean, I know he didn't play all that great, but he's not a bad player. He's better than some of the relief pitchers the Mets got. Especially, I mean, Jace, he still needs to work in that minor league system, because he's obviously not ready for the big leagues. I don't know, maybe it was just a bad performance on his part, but I'm just sick and tired of this Mets bullpen. The Mets relief pitching. Gotta get your act together, or make a trade or something. Talking about bad relief pitching, there was that game against the Astros the Mets played, and it was against Brian Abreu. So when Brian Abreu came in, he hasn't played for until May 25th, they said. But there's no excuse. You got to still keep practicing, even if it was only a few days before that you were practicing. That has to, you have to make good performances when it comes play time. Because if you're not ready for that play time, then you're putting your team in a hole, and there's no excuses, man. There's no excuses. You just got to play yourself, play what you're known to do, and you got to give it your all the time. Jose Abreu wasn't giving it his all, but he was obviously throwing wild pitches or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Remember to subscribe.
I'm recording again.
On the way
I don't know
to
what
2K.
just happened there.
Well, I guess 1K, but I'm confident we're gonna make it.